Sack Life, Beat Depression. It's day 671, and we're back to have some fun with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Now, anyone who's tuning in later, appreciate you guys and girls out there for all of your support. As you know, this is a martial arts or mental health show, so we like to focus in on those mental health tools primarily. First one being gratitude. It's a powerful tool. The more you use it, the easier it becomes to find those silver linings in life. So please do think about something you're grateful for. My piece of gratitude today going out to the first person into the live show to support our cause, my buddy Luka out there in Canada, 8 years old, doing what he can, fighting through, those challenges. And no matter what age you are, we're all going to deal with struggles, different struggles for different individuals, but we can find tools that help us through those struggles. So martial arts is a very powerful tool for self-confidence, self-esteem, self-validation, and empowering people with championship mindsets. It also brings with it a whole group of people who are interested in growth, interested in progress, interested in supporting each other. That is what the martial arts community has been for me, and it's an amazing tool in the battle for better mental health. There are a ton of people out here that are super passionate about making their environment a better place, helping themselves and helping others at the same time. So please do check out local martial arts studios, check out what's around you, try the different flavors. There's a lot of different styles out there, tons of different ways to move your body, to exercise that mind and build yourself up mentally and physically. It's an incredibly good somatic release. And of course, when we're talking about mental health, we're talking about the training. We're talking about the training not for competition, not in an extreme situation, and we're not talking about the actual competition where you'll be sustaining concussive force to the head. We're talking about the home training, the heavy bag training, that physical release of stress and anxiety into a physical object that allows us to heal things we're dealing with mentally without talking, without processing it through words, without talk therapy, without medication. And not that either one of those things are bad. We're not here to demonize medication or talk therapy. Those have their place and are super beneficial as well. But you should use everything that you can. You should arm yourself to the T so you can be fully prepared in this fight for better mental health. And so by exposing yourself to other avenues of healing, you can put yourself together a super effective routine to empower yourself to fight forwards no matter what is coming at you. Whether this world's on fire or everything is chill, all that matters is that you're good up here. So that's what we're doing out here. We're sharing those tools. Hopefully some of them work for you. We're going to combine as many as we can into a nice somatic healing session and give you a goal that you can accomplish every single day and moderate to your level. So it's really about you and the progress that you're making. And by simply being here and showing up for you publicly, you're able to support each other by the way of inspiration and motivation, letting each other know that you're not alone, letting me know I'm not alone out here in that battle, and keeping track of that progress, inspire other people to keep track of that progress and make progress in their lives. The messages that have been coming in recent days have been really hitting the heart, and it's very powerful stuff that we're doing here together, and we all deserve credit for that as we build this social support system for each other. So thank you guys. You are all part of my gratitude section today, and please do keep up the good work. That's enough on the gratitude tool. Let's talk about the next mental health tool, that daily progress tracking tool. If you've got a daily goal that you can accomplish that builds up your body and mind, this show is one of them, right? This show can be the whole thing. But if you have another daily accomplishable goal that builds up the body and mind, keep track of that, because that number is the proof that you are stronger than those lies that depression tries to sell us, like we can't get out of bed, or we can't do this, or can't do that, or we don't deserve. Those are lies. Depression gets its power from false, right? A false reality, a negative view on reality. We can flip the script and prove to ourselves that we're stronger than those thoughts, that those emotions and moments and feelings do not define us. We get to define ourselves now with our own progress, our own physical proof that we are stronger. So please do keep track of the number of days that you're showing up for yourself and training forwards. It's been 671 days consecutively. For me, I punched through sickness and health, punching through dehydration right now. And I'm going to keep going. I'm looking forward to the next 671 days. No matter what happens, I know I'm going to keep fighting forwards. I'm going to keep making progress. And I'm looking forward to all the stuff we're going to be able to do together by sharing that progress with one another. So please do. It's been 671 days for me. Let me know how many days it's been for you. Let the world know how many days it's been for you and what those days have done for you out there on Sack Life Daily on YouTube. That's where everybody can get exposure to this thing, not just the Instagram crowd. So please do. After the show, we'll upload directly to Sack Life Daily on YouTube. And if you want to share some progress with the world, please do drop it out there. That's all I ask in return. And that being said, we covered our gratitude tool. We covered that progress tracking tool. Let's give a shout out to those who are here now. Luka, got you out there. Mad with Hats, appreciate you, dude. Over 100 days of progress for Mad with Hats. Let us know what that number is. Luka said he gets to start karate or Muay Thai. I'm thinking that's Muay Thai soon. And that's great. That's good news, Luka. A lot of people are worried, just to address this real quick, a lot of people are worried that martial arts make you violent. In fact, it's quite the opposite for most people who are having this experience. Martial arts teaches you how to control violence. It teaches you self-control, self-restraint, and discipline. It arms you so that you're able to defend yourself in a given situation. You don't have to worry about as much. You have a much more zen life, a much more peaceful life, because you'll be prepared for a given situation. We're taught not to use violence as the first solution. Violence is our last resort. It's the last thing we want to happen. The main thing we want to do is be prepared for the world around us. Be prepared in as many ways as possible. We always look for a way to avoid those problems using words, but sometimes words are not going to work. Sometimes it's going to come down to extremes, and it's better to be prepared for those extremes than unprepared, right? I feel like we can all agree on that. So, congrats on your new martial arts journey. Wish you the best. And remember, it's not one flavor for everybody. If you don't like karate, if you don't like Muay Thai, check out jiu-jitsu, check out kung fu, check out some Shaolin stuff. The Shaolin monks are still training in temples all over the world as well. They got a lot of cool movements, de-stressing tools, plenty of good stuff out there in all different directions. So do shop around, find what works for you. Shout out to George DeLone. Thank you for the support. Lisa the Luminary, 323 Louie. Thank you guys so much for being here and for tuning in. Luka says, happy Canada Day. Good stuff. Happy Canada Day to you too. Hey, I see it. Good stuff. Did we hear the fireworks from Canada? No, I'm in Vegas. It's a little far away from Canada, so I didn't hear them or see them, but I'll take your word for it, buddy. Lupine Ken is here. Slayer Ken, thanks for being here. It is fuzzy. I don't know what that means. 279 days for Ken. Good stuff, brother. Congrats on that progress. 109 days from Mad with Hats. Hell yeah. Crushing it out there. I love seeing that progress. And Luka said, no, haya haya is bad. Haya haya is only bad when it's used at the wrong time, right? We're not going out here just punching people in the face for no reason. We're just trying to prepare ourselves so we don't get punched in the face. So haya haya is not necessarily bad. It's situational, as you'll find the truth is with most things. Ken said, congrats to... Oh, it's all good, bro. Look, I found your AC cap. Woo! That's my buddy Rook out here. Shout out gratitude to Rook Wave Switch for giving me a place to stay and being super supportive and helping me in so many ways. Can't be appreciative enough. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you. Look at that. That's an antique.
Yeah, man. Priceless. Anyways, back on track. Yes, hopefully you guys have thought of your pieces of gratitude and you're moving forward in your day, putting yourself in that positive mindset. And Lisa just shared it's day 371 of progress for her. Congrats, Lisa. 371 days of consistency. Over a year of consistency in anything you should be proud of. If it's a year of consistency of making your bed in the morning, you should be proud of that. It's hard enough to be consistent with anything, let alone an exercise routine, a physical routine that demands work put in, that builds you up mentally and physically. So congrats, Lisa, on over a year of progress. Good stuff. Keep it going. An inspiration out here to me and a lot of other people who've mentioned that in the past. So thank you for that. That'll wrap up our gratitude section. Let's get into the lesson for today. We've got 3 rounds coming up. Hey! That's the man himself rolling out of here, Brooke. Custom machine. We'll give him a second. Let the tones come down. Yes, let's get into the lesson now. Make sure that you do have water and you're staying hydrated. I'm fully prepared today. Been a little dehydrated the last couple days, and with this hot weather and cooking sun, I'm actually literally blistering. My face is blistering, my lips are starting to blister from being out here. So hydration, super important. No matter what, water's got to be up there at the top of that priority list. So make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're staying hydrated out there. and you're tuning into you. We talked about it before. It's martial arts for mental health. It's not martial arts for competition or, bodybuilding or any of those more extreme goals. It's for a daily sustainable upbuilding goal. With mental health as a focus, hydration is going to be very important. Not overextending ourselves is going to be very important. So we want to check in with our bodies, check in on our situation, and take everything into consideration. Show up today to give yourself a challenge for today. Forget about what you did yesterday, what you're looking forward to tomorrow. For this moment, let's tune into the here and now. Check in on our bodies. Be reasonable with our goals for today. And give ourselves a routine that challenges us to grow. Not too easy where it's boring, not too hard where we need to take passive days off. We do active recovery out here. That way we can train every single day, train smart, aim for that flow zone. And as your skill level increases, you can increase that challenge and sharpen those skills, develop more tools, and keep on growing, keep on going. So, speaking of which, hydration is a super important one. Make sure that you're breathing, make sure you're tuning into those signs and not overworking your body. Overextending can lead to more anxiety and more depression. So, definitely not what we're aiming for out here. That being said, let's talk about the routine today. We're going to be going through our standard rounds, 3 minutes each, 1 minute breaks in between, catch your breath, drink water, check in on you. And we're going to cover a lot of bows. We're going to throw some elbows today. Standard elbow across the face, lead and rear. We can work on switching out of that lead stance, boom, boom, orthodox stance, stepping back, bam, into southpaw. Execute the same elbows from southpaw stance. We can use open guard or closed guard. That's a matter of preference. We'll also talk about the spear elbow. Boom. We haven't done that one too much. Spear elbow goes right from the rotation in the ball of foot through the hips. When you're in close and you want to just drive, boom. You want to drive that elbow in, right into the face of that opponent. It's a nice quick twist. Boom. Twist and stab. Bam. Right there. Up into the face and rotating back. All rotation. Boom. Nice and quick. It's close range elbow attack, so we're going to talk about that one. So we got our standard cross elbows, boom, boom. We got our spear elbow, whoosh, bomb, and back. And what else? We'll talk about a rising elbow, boom, to the chin. Rising elbow in place from close range. And that'll probably be it. We'll throw in an overhand elbow if we have time at the end of the third round and everything's flowing nice. Again, always got to tune into us, see how we're doing. If I dehydrate and I start dying on camera, I'm probably going to tone it back, drop that intensity. You can moderate these classes to your level by the intensity you put behind your punches, the volume of strikes, and the speed at which those strikes come in. Apologize if the video is fuzzy. It will be in high quality and high definition when it's uploaded to YouTube. That's one of the other reasons why we're going over to Sack Life Daily for that permanent record, so I can bring you more quality content. When we're live streaming, we're restricted by bandwidth and local signal and things like that, but with the backup copy, it's saved right to the phone. So if you'd like a high quality experience when it comes to that audio video content, check the replay out on YouTube on Sack Life Daily, and that way you can get the best quality there. Downside is it's not live, but we're balancing out where we can be and trying to make it effective and accessible for as many people as possible. So that's the reason for the split nowadays. If anyone else is having fuzzy video, let me know, but it might just be the connection over there at my buddy Luka's house. So let's get into it. We talked about the elbows. What are we missing? I'm missing my boombox, right? It's my trademark. My signature thing out here. It's that box, man. There it is. Sweet retro synth boombox. One of the things that helps me in my training routine when I was bagging for 200 days to take care of my worst stages was having the right music, having motivational music that gets you moving, something that resonates with you. I know synthwave doesn't work for everybody, but it can't be all things to all people. So, giving you something that works for me that I enjoy. If you enjoy it too, you can stream it for free on Spotify at sacklifeofficial.com as the artist. Check it out. And I'm mad with that, so he's pretending it's a cartoon. I guess it's fuzzy for everybody out there. I hope it clears up, but if it doesn't, we're going to keep going. We're going to punch right through it and make that progress. Nothing's going to stop us out here, right? We've proven it to ourselves. We are unstoppable, and we're going to keep it that way. We'll go with with that one. I believe that's Creepy Beat. Damn. Let's get it going. All right, let's talk about these elbows. We're getting into it. Let's start this timer now. 3 minutes each round. 1 minute breaks in between to catch your breath, drink some water, check in on you. Shout out to Becca Bookleaf, appreciate you. Thank you for the support. We're going to get into some elbows. I'll break them down a little bit as we go. We'll be mixing in the jab and cross for the sake of drilling fundamentals, keeping those sharp because their fundamentals are the most important. They're fundamental, really, to our progress and staying sharp out here. Let's do this thing. Square up, Muay Thai stance. Visualize that depression dummy in front of you. Visualize those points of contact and make contact with them as you step in for these moves. We're in Muay Thai stance here, shifting that weight front to back on the feet, on the balls of the feet. We're gonna step in. It's important to step in for elbows because they're close range attacks. So we're gonna step in and twist through the shoulders and hips, boom. Keeping that guard high on the opposite side, twisting through the body, bringing that wrist in as tight as you can to the chest and twisting through to the point of impact. Rotate back to your squared stance, back into that cadence, and let's do it. Step in for the strike, boom. Side elbow there, tucking the chin in for defense, deep guard high on the opposite side, wrist close, twist through, exhale hard on that strike, inhale back, bam, back to stance, square up, let's step in for that elbow, boom, rotating through the body, that power's coming from the hips and the body. Want to make sure we're turning from the ground up, square back up in that stance, and let's crack that depression dummy right in the jaw, twist through, step in and twist through the body, rotate back, chin tucked, eyes on the prize, guard high. We're gonna start with the second elbow strike now. So first one, we leap in, bam. There's the first cross. Now we're gonna switch the guard. This hand drops down into an invisible pocket. This one comes up to defend. We're gonna rotate on the ball of the back foot. Boom, bring that around right into the face of that dummy. Keeping it tight, keeping that defense up. And then rotate all the way back to squared stance. Let's go, keep that cadence flowing. Step in for a 1-2 elbow strike. Boom, back there, 1-2. Exhaling hard out the mouth, we'll engage that core, put some more power in your punches. Add a little stress reliever in there as well. Let's do it. Double elbow strike. Rotate through and square back up. Keep that guard high, keep that body weight shifting from front foot to back foot. Find that rhythm. And you can strike to the beat or strike at your own pace. Moderate, let's go. 2 elbow strikes, leap in for that first one. Launching off the rear foot and twisting on the ball of front foot, through the hips, through the shoulders. Drive that elbow right into the face of that depression dummy. Let's go, one more time. Back to stance, square up, keep that guard high. Keep it sharp and visualize that target. Visualize doing damage to that depression dummy's face and keep drilling these combos while I'm talking. We're all moderating to our own level. Let's go, 1-2. Back to stance, square up, 1-2 elbow strike. Back to stance, square up, keep it tight. Chin tuck, guard high, visualize that target. Twist through the body. Bam, driving that sharp pointy elbow into the face of that depression dummy, knocking those lies out. Swap the guard, rotate through on the rear foot. Drive that elbow into the other side. Inhale and return to stance, square up, double strike. Back to stance, double strike. Back to stance, work that rotation. And that's the end of round 1. Catch your breath, drink some water, check in on you. We're starting with those basic elbows. We're gonna advance up now into a spear elbow. We're gonna start working that spear elbow in there. That's a close range one. We'll see where we can slip it in, where it fits well in that flow. Thinking about the whole body as a working unit, everything working together in unison, flowing together to give yourself that creative routine and a nice flow-based sesh. When it flows together, it feels great, especially on a heavy bag. And you got unlimited room for expression. And it makes the routine even more fun when you're doing it for yourself. And you're finding those things that link together. It's almost like a treasure hunt, you know? Like you landed that first shot, now what would be the perfect follow-up? How many options do I have? What's loaded right now? What's loaded for a power shot? What's better for a quick response if we got a really active target? As always, drink that water, check in on you. Let's get into some more bows. Square up with that visualized target. Guard high, right? Fingers closed, thumbs tucked. Toss a couple 1-2s. Nice square, straight down the line. Fundamental jab cross. Right down that line, square up. Keep your body weight moving forwards and backwards. Roll those hands. Shift in, chin tucked. Hit them with the 1-2. Right down that center line, square up, 1-2. Back down that center line. Let's get them with the 1-2 elbow strikes now. Step in for that double elbow. Boom, square up. Step in for the double elbow one more time. Square up, back to stance. Now we're gonna start with that spear elbow. So what I want you to do first thing is we're gonna visualize a close-up target. Right here, we're right in his face. That guard's up. It's high tension, it's high anxiety. We're gonna twist through that back foot and just pivot. Boom, pivot on the body. Twist through the shoulders and reach that hand, that rear hand up, boom, towards the face. Driving that elbow straight forward, right into their face. That spear elbow with force, and rotate back into your holster there. Locked up, loaded. Get nice and close to that target, and let's spear elbow. Elbow goes straight up, straight forwards. Kind of stabbing with that shoulder rotation. Boom, stabbing elbow right forwards to the face. Square up, hit him with the 1-2 cross elbows, the 1-2 regular side cross elbows. Let's go. Stay there, squared up, but we're still nice and close. Boom, drive that elbow straight forwards. We're twisting through the hip and shoulder. We're pivoting on that rear foot. Guard stays high, and we just reach, boom, for the hand. Opposite guard stays high as well. Tuck that chin in for defense. We're all shelled, offense and defense at the same time. Rotate back, spear elbow, and back, spear elbow, and back, right up that center line. It's a good one if they've got their guard up, right? The guard up here, they're looking, they're trying to stay defended. You can slip that elbow, boom, right in there, and spear it in, right into the face. Aim for nose, chin, eye socket if you want to fight dirty. Let's do it, spear elbow, boom, right there. Now try not to lean into this one. Keep your body weight centered. Chin tucked, everything nice and balanced. We're nice and centered. We don't have to lean in, we're just rotating, boom. Rotating and twisting through that body. Keeping that balance nice and tight. Square up. Let's hit him with 2 elbow strikes. Back to square and drive the spear elbow. Boom, spear elbow. Guard high, keep that guard high. 2 elbow strikes. Keep it square, keep it tight and forwards. Drive that spear elbow down that center line. Boom, back to stance. Step in for the double elbow strike. Now rotate back to square and spear. Spear elbow, back to stance, guard high. Keep going one more time, double elbows. Back to square, spear elbow in there. Breaking that guard. If you block the first 2, you got him with the third one, hitting them in all those different angles. That was round 2. Catch your breath, drink some water, check in on you. And what else are we gonna do? We're gonna do now a lunging forwards rising elbow to the face. It's almost like an uppercut with an elbow. By combining it with that forwards lunge like we do for the jab and for those side elbows, we can turn it into a different attack. When we're lunging forwards, it's kind of like a stabbing attack. When we execute that rising elbow from a centered position, it's like an uppercut, right? Boom, right up, boom. Rotating rising elbow. When we launch forwards off the back foot at the same time, boom, it's harder. It's a harder thing to get used to, more body mechanics here, but now we've got a lunging attack, right? Elbows are close range, so we want to explode in, explode out, keep ourselves safe, and make those elbows effective. So what we want to do here is we're twisting through the body just like we did for the spear elbow. But for the spear elbow, we twisted through and drove those shoulders forwards. Boom! Driving that elbow forwards, nice and pointy, nice and striking. Here we want to twist through and drive the elbow up, whoosh, like an uppercut. At the same time, we're lunging forwards off that rear foot, pushing off that rear foot, right? And twist through as you rotate and send that elbow up for that uppercut, that rising forward, advancing elbow strike. So go ahead and square up. Let's get it done. Boom, boom. Let's put in the work. Square up with that visualized target. Muay Thai stance, nice and balanced. And we're gonna lunge forwards. Practice lunging forwards off that back foot, keeping it balanced, and then lunging back off that front foot. Nice and squared. We're gonna start rotating now. Lunge forwards and rotate. Boom, bringing that elbow into the center line. Try and keep it centered. Chin tuck, guard high. Lunge forwards, boom, and twist through the body. Driving that elbow up, bam, exploding forwards. Into the face of that depression dummy, guard high. Back to square, explode forwards into the rising elbow. His hand's coming back, we're twisting through. Driving that elbow forwards, let's go. Boom, there it is. Pop back out, square it up, and safe in that safe distance. Explode forwards with a rising elbow. Boom, there it is. Rotate back, pushing off that front foot. Open up that distance. Let's step forwards for that double elbow, cross elbow we talked about earlier. leap into it. Bam, there it is. Explode back off that front foot. Guard high, let's leap forwards into that rising elbow into the face. Let's do it. Boom, rising elbow. Follow up with a cross. Here's a nice combo. Cross to the temple on the opposite side. Rotate back to square. Let's do it again. Mix these things together. Mix those tools. Step in for 2 cross elbows. Bam, guards high. Explode away, explode back. Step in for a rising elbow and follow up with the cross. Let's do it. Bam, rising elbow. Follow through with the cross. Rotate back to square. Now we're going to explode forwards with a 3 elbow combo. Step in for the cross. Cross again. Square up and drive that stabbing elbow. Boom. Into the face of that depression dummy. Rotate back to square. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And keep it going. Let's go. Explode forward into double elbow strike. Square up and drive that spear elbow down the center line, right into the nose. Square up again and back to stance. Explode off that front foot. Safe distance. Leap forwards into that rising elbow. Boom, there it is. Follow up with the cross. Dropping that hand in the pocket, twisting through. Shoulders nice and tight. Square up. And let's drill those double elbow strikes again. Square up, spear elbow. Square up, double elbow strike. Square up, spear elbow. And rising elbow. Boom, to finish it off. That is the end of round 3. Woo! Round 3 of progress and success. Shout out to Carol Paradox. That's my mom. Love you, Ma. Thank you for the support. And shout out to everybody else who's been tuning in and supporting each other. I hope that you challenge yourself to grow today. I hope you showed up for you first. Putting your self-care, putting your mental health care first. That way, with that, everything else can follow, right? We can't be here for anybody else if we don't first take care of ourselves, if we don't first show up for ourselves. So please do keep using the tools that work for you. Combine as many as you can into a super effective routine for yourself. And then once you're in a much better state of mind, you'll be much better equipped to deal with anything else that's coming up out here. If you're having a good experience, please do share it with the world on Sack Life Daily on YouTube. That way we can all benefit from this stuff. Until next time, I'll catch you guys. Same Sack time, same Sack channel, same Sack life. Sackman out.